You're standing in the beer aisle. Do you grab the first cheap pack just to quench your thirst? Or do you reach for something crafted with flavor? Is beer just beer, or does quality really matter? Tonight, we're breaking down the great beer debate. Quality or quantity? Which should you prefer? And we are on. And I usually don't start them like this, but like usual, I forget. Not forget, but I don't pay attention which camera is pointing at what.
Yeah.
So, guest.
How you doing?
Yes. A good friend and supporter of the channel, Alejandro.
How you guys doing? Hello.
You see him pop up in the comments, in the lives and stuff every now and again. So
Yeah, just there. I mean, when you tune something in, it's like, let's see what's going on.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And today we're talking quality or quantity of beer. That is the topic. So I'm gonna start with a question by you. What do you prefer, or like right now? Would you prefer like a whole 6-pack for yourself, or you're actually drinking something like this? I'm not gonna say what this is yet, but yeah.
I would say normally it would depend on the beer,
Mm-hmm.
but I would honestly go with quality, because if the beer has good quality, you don't need that much quantity.
True that.
Yeah,
that's a good answer.
Yeah.
In fact, that's probably something that I would probably say too, because and I think because we were talking about age before we started recording.
Yeah. That's true.
When one is young, it's the thing is getting as crunk. Is that still a thing? Crunk?
I think so.
Is crunk still like a word that kids use now?
I don't think so. But we know exactly what we're saying. Yeah. I don't think they use the word crunk.
We know. We know.
Yes, we do. Yes. We know what you're saying about us.
But as young kids, it was all about like getting as much beer in your system as you physically could.
Yes.
Right?
I remember the sometimes we would hang out. What would we say? Hey, let's see who can outdrink the most. And there we are chugging away. It's
exactly.
crazy,
exactly.
So at that time it wasn't, let's see the quality. It's how much can I take in?
Yeah. And that's why I had this conversation with my wife a couple of days ago, because I was trying to like brainstorm this video podcast, and I also spoke to my brother-in-law Jerry. Shout out to Jerry.
What's up, Jerry?
He was also explaining how he, back in the days, it was always specific lights beer, because there was Miller, and there was
Bud Light.
basically all the what was the brewery called? The one Budweiser and Bud Light.
Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah. You know, they were super popular, and then apparently Bud Light came in afterwards. But anyways, it was about getting as much beer and getting as wasted as possible.
Pretty much, because I mean,
as a young person,
we were young. We were under 21, so whenever someone would bring a bunch of beer, it's used to start drinking. You don't even care what it was.
Yeah.
You know, I remember when they first brought me the Miller Lite, I said, sure. And I just kept going. I didn't even care what it was. You know, I just kept drinking and drinking. And someone told me, oh, you like water? I was like, I like beer.
That was water? That's some good water.
I was like, yeah, it had that flavor. It's so hoppy. Yeah. So I guess as we're growing up, we don't even think about the quality. We just, okay, hey, how much can you drink? Yeah. We would even do it with liquor. I'm sure you remember all the shots we took.
Oh yeah. That's true. And now I don't know what it has to do with age or what, because I mean I've explained my story in the channel, how one of the first beers actually brought my horizon was this style of beer.
The dark beer, right?
The dark beer. So that's why I was like, oh my God, there's something more different than just, because when I started drinking, it was Budweiser. That was my go-to.
Dude, that was mine.
That was yours. Yeah. Okay.
Because if you recall, I think us growing up, what would we see a lot? It's like, a lot of people would drink Bud Light, but Budweiser for us was the king of beers, which is why we would drink it all the time. So even me personally, I would say, yeah, you know what, let's get a Budweiser. In fact, when I was in Houston once, I had just turned 21. I went up there to see my family, and everybody was drinking light beer, Bud Light, Miller Light. And I said, nah, I don't want any of that shit. So I told my cousin, let's go to the store and buy some real beer. I'm the one that came with like a 6-pack of Budweiser. Everyone's like, really? You had to go with the Budweiser? I don't want a light beer.
The king of beers.
The king of beers.
Did you hear that they want to change it to, what was it? The domestic of beers or something like that? They no longer want to call it the American beer.
I did not know that. What, for real?
Yeah, some people are not happy about that. It's like the whole thing that they did with the trans guy.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people were pissed off.
Well, yeah, that was, in my opinion, I don't think that was a good move for them. I don't know why they went that route.
like this product hits home for a lot of American,
exactly, yes.
old school traditional people, right? And then they brought in the woke movement, and it pissed a lot of people off.
Yeah, like I remember watching a YouTube video on the CEO. He was saying that, of course, they've always supported, LGBTQ since the 1990s, which I'm like, that's fine. But at the same time, it's like, you don't have to really shove it in anybody's face.
Nah.
That's good. If you want to do that, by all means, go for it. But you don't have to shove it in our face. You know what I mean? And I think that's why they've lost a lot of supporters. And I think that's why now Modelo, unfortunately, is their king of beers.
Yeah, that's actually true. Yeah. They're top dogs now.
Yeah, they are. They sell a lot. When I was in Dallas, when I went over there, they actually had a better price on the Modelo at that time than Budweiser. Like, they must be selling a lot.
But as far as the quantity, I mean, we're talking Modelo being, what is that? Would that fall under good quality beer? Because I mean, I'm not too crazy about it, but it's not bad, but it's not the greatest.
Yeah. I would say it's good beer.
Okay.
Would I rank it under quantity? Yeah, like quantity would be good. Would I rank it number one? I don't think so. I mean, maybe to me, because we all have our different likings.
Yeah.
One of the beers that I really like me personally, is the Mexican Indio.
Oh.
Ever since my tío introduced it to me, I was like, that's like my top beer.
I can't fucking handle Indio. It's like I drink I drink like two, and then like I wake up with the gnarliest headaches.
Is that where you passed out last time?
Something that's in the Indio just really gets to me. But I don't know if that would fall. That's a whole totally different subject now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Right?
That would be, I guess, it would still be like quality or quantity, because to me the quality of that beer is really good. But would I drink it in many quantities? No. Even I know my limit. Like, nah, definitely not. But I guess that would be more into personal liking, because each one of us has a different liking. True
that.
But definitely, I would, in my opinion, I would consider Indio more of a quality.
I think I might have actually did have some stuff that I wanted to pull up here as far as quantity, if I can freaking find it. Here we go. Thirsty for something new? Welcome to the Booze and Chill channel, where every sip is, you can say, an adventure. From craft beers to cocktails that'll blow your mind, I've got the lowdown on the best drinks around. But if it's not just about the drinks, I also dive into movie trailer breakdowns, as well as music video breakdowns, and every now and again I do throw in some mouth-watering food reviews. So if you're ready to mix up your entertainment, hit that subscribe button and let's cheers to some good times.
What is that? I'm kidding. There's nothing there.
Let's see. Can I pull them all up at the same time?
Yeah, I'm sure they're there.
No, that's weird. Well, anyways, this is one of the first things. Quality, taste. Consumers consider taste, type, and color when choosing beer.
Okay.
I find the color one a bit odd. Like,
I guess because
I know it's like people see, like, I'm gonna zoom back out here. Like, people see this color here, And some people, it scares some people.
Yeah, because they consider dark beer to be a lot stronger,
Yeah.
which it scares them. Because if you think of also like Jaeger, it's
Yep.
so dark that it kind of freaks people out. They know if I drink that, I'm probably gonna be wasted or drunk in
Yep.
two
Exactly.
beers. You know?
And this one's no different. This one actually is pretty high.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say how much and what it is.
not yet.
Not yet. And
Although,
let's see.
what would you rate this one?
This one,
Yeah, just a quick rating.
I'm a big fan of the stouts.
Yeah,
I didn't even smell it. I just went right for the kill.
I got to smell it as we opened it, and I got like a hint of chocolate.
A lot of it actually.
Yeah.
But I mean, as far 1 through 5, 1 through 10.
Let's keep it, I guess, short. 1 through 5.
1 through 5. Ooh.
4.5.
Yeah, actually. 4.5 ish.
Right.
This one.
That's not bad.
It's pretty good actually.
It really is.
For the alcohol content and for it to still have that nice little flavor.
Right.
It's
a good
interesting.
balance, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
honestly.
But when we did take our first sip, we felt it. We were like, oh dang, okay, it's there. It really was there.
And okay, still sticking on quality brewing. Consumers want to know how their beer is made and where it comes from. I don't know, like how picky. I guess when we talked about Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah,
but that's like a political thing.
Yeah, but I know those breweries have their locations here in the United States.
Yeah,
they were made here, of course. For example, like Shiner, the Shiner beer is made here in Texas, obviously in Shiner, Texas. But like, I guess maybe to some people, it would hit home. So
yeah,
so like also
that's
Lone
true.
Star beer for us too. It's also brewed here in Texas. So when people drink that one, it's kind of I would say it hits home. So they might rate it a little bit more.
But with
quality.
the not exactly where it comes from, but what the flavor also be like. Is there like what
that's
would
true, that's
Shiner
true.
be known for? Like as far as flavor, you know what I mean?
I think so, yeah, because Shiner has a good flavor.
Yeah.
And then I would say the Lone Star would be good in the quantities, because that one you can kind of keep drinking, and it's a good
the
beer to
Lone
drink.
Star. Okay,
Lone
I was
Star
like,
beer.
what's
Sorry.
Lone Star? Like
Lone Star beer. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I should have said Lone Star beer. Yes, we're both from Texas. That one hit home perfect.
Pretty much.
That one did.
Let's see. Price. Consumers are willing to pay more for high quality beers. I mean, we can we? No, I think we can say the price for this one. We're not saying anything other than the price. How much would this one go for?
When I went right now to go purchase it, it was about $17.
$17 for
four.
For 4.
Yeah.
Now that's quality.
Yeah, that is quality, and so far, yeah, it's really good quality.
And honestly, this is worth $20 actually.
Yeah, I didn't even hesitate. I was like, you know what? I'm taking it.
Oh, but what caught your attention first?
Believe it or not, was the name. The name caught my attention.
I think I've had this conversation before with bartender friends.
Yes.
And they're like, whenever they make up anything new, the first thing that they want to like hit first is the name.
Yes.
Because people like go into the bar and like, what do you recommend? And like, I'm gonna just throw a random one.
Cosmopolitan.
Cosmopolitan.
Yeah.
Or the cocksucker or something.
Yeah.
You know,
dropper.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that hits a certain demographic, and they're like, well, I'll give that a try.
Right? Like, sure. But I'm a man. It does not matter. It'll still drop them. The one, I'm sure you've heard of it, that caught my attention also was ranch water. I was like, ranch water.
Yeah, the one you brought in last time.
Yeah. So I said, okay.
The lime or something.
Yeah. It was just lime. Okay. I had a hint of alcohol with lime, but that one I considered a bit dangerous because you cannot taste the alcohol.
Yeah.
Period.
Down. That's actually true. The ranch waters. I heard so many bad things about that too. And then when I actually tried it, like I don't see what people complain. It was pleasant.
It was, yeah. And I think it's also refreshing, especially for a nice hot day. I think that would hit pretty well, just like a nice cold beer.
Yeah. And it was a seltzer, right?
Yes, I believe so, yeah.
Cool. Let's see. I think it was one of the last ones. Environmental impact. Consumers are more environmentally conscious, may be willing to pay more for organic beers. I've tried one particular. I can't remember Star some shit,
Yeah.
and it was when I was doing the video like 2 years ago. I want to say it was a Halloween video, and I was doing about 5 or 6 Oktoberfest. They were all Oktoberfest,
Oh,
and
Oktoberfest.
one of them was Star something, and that thing tasted like. Have you smelled? You carved pumpkins, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you know that smell that like
Yeah.
almost like an assy smell.
It's nasty.
It's kind of what it tasted like.
Ah.
It was too organic.
Like I guess that one didn't hit well.
I
Not at
mean,
all. How was the taste on that one then?
the taste was okay, but like I said, it was like taking a bite straight out of a pumpkin. It was too organic for me.
Nah, it didn't. I guess it would have to be on how it's produced. If it has too much of that hint, then nah, not really.
Mhm.
Or if it's too hard on flavor, nah.
Yeah, it was a
Mm.
bit. It was a bit too much for my taste.
Hmm.
Like I still, for some reason, I lean towards the Samuel Adams
I don't blame you.
Oktoberfest.
Well, I think I told you right before they took them off the shelves at Sam's.
Yeah.
Dude, I took one and I made it
Oh,
last.
that's right. Yeah,
I made it
we
last.
I think it was not me, but it was you who probably had like one of the last Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think last time we hung out, I brought the last ones that were
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
I was like,
That's
here,
true.
man. Like, you're the only other person I know who's a big fan.
And
of this.
I did. There was this one day. I think it was like on a Saturday. I did a vertical live on my phone, on literally all my platforms, just cause.
Mhm.
And I was having the last Oktoberfest that I had
Nice.
that you gave me, so that was pretty cool.
Yep. And hopefully they bring them back this year. Because I'm probably gonna buy 2 of those.
Oh hells yeah!
Yeah.
For you.
I know. My brother-in-law told me once, "Oh, but beer goes bad." I'm like, well, I mean,
Well,
I'll still drink it.
I mean, when it goes bad, it depends on which one it is. Like, there's some beers, like for instance, this one time I bought an all day IPA from Founders. I don't know if you tried Founders. They're like super good, and I bought it off of Target.
Hmm.
I come home, and because I've had it so many times, I right away picked it up. Like, nah, like this is rotten.
Oh,
It was
dang, okay.
bad, dude. It was bad. And I go back, I take the damn case back to Target, and I'm like, this does not taste good.
Yeah.
And they looked at me like I was like psycho. Like I know what I'm talking about. This is not good.
Like, I drink this beer a lot, so trust me, it's not good.
So I had to buy something. I don't even remember what I bought. I think it was like a Voodoo Ranger or some shit like that.
Okay.
But yeah, I think taste has a lot to do with it too.
Yeah, because that's where it'll go under the what's it called, the quality.
Mm-hmm.
Because if the taste is good, you don't want to drink so much of it because you're savoring every drink.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so
exactly.
Yes, and I mean, if you just want to drink a beer, then you really don't care what it is. Then that's when you focus on the
quantity. Yeah,
the quantity.
See, that's kind of how I think it, because you don't want to chug something like this. You don't want to chug this.
No, I'm enjoying it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
like you want to
really
sip and savor every blah 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 flavor. I'm not gonna say what it is yet.
Not yet.
But yeah, like you said, like if you're just gonna get any old beer, like we're talking like what, the Bud Lights, the Millers,
Yeah,
your typical domestic light beers, I guess.
I guess the ones we're already accustomed to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the ones we started off.
Yeah, the ones we started off with. Because I mean, pretty much since I've been 21, I've been drinking either Budweiser. I've even tried the Miller High Life. I had never tried it, so I said, let me try it, and it was okay. It wasn't that bad. Would I want to go back to it consistently? Probably not. But if someone were to say, hey, you want a Miller High Life? Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to be that dick. Cause like someone offers you a beer, like, no, dude,
Right.
fuck off. What, you peasant?
I'd be like, fine, get out.
And it's like, I think light beers are like the ones like you take to some sort of like yesterday there was a birthday party. I didn't take a beers. Well, I did, but it's because my fucking this is what's going on to you, bro. My brother-in-law has this horrible habit of bringing like a 24 pack of the Millers, only drinking whatever he can drink, and then leaves it in my fridge. So whenever he has something, I take it all back.
Hey, I mean, you're at least giving it back to him in a nice way,
Exactly.
right? And cold. You're
And cold. I
you
bring him
some
cold.
Yeah,
Hell
exactly.
Yeah. I'm not some monster, dude.
For real, right? I would have been. I'd be like, well, what'd you bring 24 pack for, man? I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's like you just said, if someone offers you a beer, okay, hey, thank you. I mean, unless you're you're on the wagon where you gotta cut it off for a little bit. Well, I understand that part. But other than that, it's like, here's a beer. Oh, hey, thank you very much.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, if you taste it, if you don't like it, just be polite. I'm very sorry, I didn't like it.
Yeah, yeah.
You got some ranch water?
It's cool. It's kind of how we think of like when it comes to the drinking thing.
Yeah. I guess it's also, we got to give a shout out to our folks there. That's kind of probably why they raised us.
Probably.
Yeah.
Let's see. We're still sticking to quantity. There's a few things on quantity.
Okay.
Quantity purchase. Some people buy 6-packs or larger quantities of beer at once. That kind of, I don't know how I agree with that one.
Well, I guess because it's common to find a 6-pack. If you really think about it, almost everywhere you go, you'll find a 6-pack of beer. For
or
the more
like
common
or
beer.
like in this case,
Yeah, like this one.
There's certain beers
that are only 4.
And typically, like I reviewed this one beer that came in a box that's like about this tall. Only came with 2.
Whoa. How big or how many ounces were the beer?
No, they were just regular sized cans. The
12 ounce.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, so they were small cans, but only 2.
Yeah, but it was something. Like,
dang. So that one would have been quality.
It would, dude.
Perfect quality.
Perfect quality.
Oh, okay.
Like the box was fancy. The drinks, the can, the art on the can was good. The drink was just like it was something else.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess maybe the more common one, because I know we see it a lot. Anywhere we go is a 6-pack. We see the 6-pack almost everywhere. And then, of course, if you're going to have more people, that's where you buy the 12.
Yeah.
And if you're going to have a large party, you got to buy 2 24s. That's what Jerry should start doing. 2 different options there.
But that's actually good. Like in this case, like you brought over with 4, but it's only 2 of us. So that's fine.
That's perfect. Yeah.
So because we're trying it out, we're testing out the waters per se. And it's a good quality beer. And we both agree that it's good.
Yeah, no, it really is good. The flavor's perfect. Even the odor of the beer is good.
For real, dude. Yeah. This thing is just blank, blank, blank.
Yes, indeed. Yes, blankly blank and blank.
And not only that, but you're also kind of to bring in some more shiners.
Of course. Yeah, I said, you know what? It's a Texas favorite. Let me bring it over. We still gotta go visit that brewery, man.
Question: is this Texas?
I am not sure. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not.
No. Okay. Sure. All right. I just curious. It would be cool if it were though. Like if this were made here,
right?
That'd be badass.
I agree.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little tempted to say the name, but I'm not gonna.
Not yet. Soon. Very soon.
All right. Let's move on to more of these. As soon as it wants to work. There we go.
Might be the wind.
Marginal utility. After a certain number of beers, the cost of buying another beer may be greater than the enjoyment of it. I don't know about this. What do you think?
Yeah, that one's a little off. I mean,
right?
If you're buying the same beer over and over, it shouldn't cost more unless you're trying something different.
Yeah.
Then yeah, of course it's going to cost always a different price.
Yeah.
Maybe that one doesn't hit it all the way.
It doesn't, right?
Nah, not really.
There was this one little story where I would go to the gas station on Presidentes. Not the one with the meat market.
Oh yeah.
Well, there.
Moreno's, I think.
Yes, Moreno's. Yes,
yeah, Moreno's meat market.
Yes, and on that particular gas station, they would always carry Guinness.
Really?
And every single time, like they literally knew me as the Guinness guy. They knew me as Guinness guy.
Give you a shirt.
They knew me as Guinness guy. Because I would go in, that's where I would get my Guinness, because that was the closest place that would sell Guinness. So I would go in there, and when I walked there, and then I stopped going for like a good long while, and I'm like, I wonder if they still sell it.
No.
Nope.
I guess you were their biggest buyer, man.
Dude, for real. I stopped going, they stopped selling.
It happens like that. It's because I guess they say, well, this guy comes every so often to buy
Yeah.
the Guinness, and I would say, how long did you stop going for? Like a month,
Oof,
3 months,
probably longer.
a lot of, let's say a year.
Yeah.
So I guess when they saw that it wasn't selling no more, they're like, "Well, just take it off the shelf."
Yeah, but I've like I am responsible. For
Yeah, you are. You're Moreno's Kid Guinness back in there.
I'm sorry, bro.
We'll go back. He and I will go back and buy a few more beers. Just put them back on the shelf, please.
Spare me a goddamn trip, man. Like fuck.
Exactly, because it's very close and it's convenient.
It really is.
It really is. Yeah, because where we live, we're actually not that far off from where we live. That's one of the closest meat markets to us.
Yeah,
and I mean, they also they sell beer, but I didn't even know they sold Guinness. Look at that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's see. We've got some more here. Other beer preferences.
Okay.
Small breweries. Some people prefer beers from small independent breweries over large breweries. I think that kind of falls into the category of the thing where we're talking about the whole Bud Light thing.
Yeah,
Because after that woke movement thing, people would just like lean towards apparently Mexican.
Yeah, really, really hard. I think they're starting to finally realize that Mexican beer is really good. In fact, I gotta bring you some more barrilitos soon.
Barrilitos. Yes. We gotta introduce that to the channel. Actually, those were good.
Yeah, they really are. It's a good balance. They weren't so strong, but they weren't very light.
Exactly.
Those were actually right down the middle.
They were right in the middle.
Yeah,
which is kind of sort of rare to kind of find.
Yeah,
and
really
in such a small package too. Like they're so tiny.
Right. Yeah, it looks like a barrilito.
Yeah. For non-Spanish speakers, barrel.
Barrel, yes.
But miniature.
Like a little mini barrel, yeah. Yeah, sorry, we're very bilingual down here.
Let's see. Let's back up. There we go. Okay. Flavor. Some people prefer lighter, fruity beers, while others prefer rich, dense flavors. That all just depends.
I think it depends on the person too. Yes.
Because that toucan that I was telling you about, it was this a sour style beer.
Really?
So it was sour. It was fruity. It was like taking a bite out of an alcoholic plum.
Dang.
Okay. Yeah, dude, it was insane.
Wow. So it had everything in there.
Everything. Like it's just like I don't know. It was just amazing.
Wow. Okay. I gotta try that one then.
Dude, for real. If I could, I think they might still be carrying it in specs, but they carry varieties of them now.
Oh, okay.
So
I think most breweries also started introducing more of like a flavored beer, because it was at one point beer was more of what men would drink. Because for a good while it was just the male demographic who would drink beer.
Yep.
So of course they wanted to include women in there as well. So they started adding some flavor because they noticed that a lot more women prefer flavor. It started with Smirnoff. I don't know if you remember Smirnoff.
Oh, yes.
Smirnoff had
That's
that.
That's why that
flavor.
shit came up?
I think so. This is me guessing.
Okay.
Because
I mean it sounds convincing.
Yeah, because I'm seeing it from like my own sisters. My older sister, for example, she would prefer Smirnoff over an actual beer.
Of course.
And of course she doesn't drink beer no more. She'll drink a few once in a while. But she actually did like the flavor of like a fruit with the mixture of alcohol. Yeah. So that's when they started making more like the seltzers and the what are the other ones called? Wine coolers, I think this is
wine coolers. Yeah.
And there's one that I'm still missing. But pretty much they all have the flavors because they try to get the female demographic to also start purchasing as well.
Yeah.
Which is why, if you notice, Bud Light also kind of went that direction. They made their own as well.
They made seltzers.
Yes.
And I think one of the first ones, or at least the ones that I can remember, they did like this flannel kind of design on the can. It was like a fall thing. I tried them.
Oh yeah.
They were not bad. There was like a pumpkin one. Like, they were okay.
We'll stick to what's it called? Samuel Adams. It's always a good decision.
Nice. The Family Guy. I was
Family Guy.
Peter Griffin, but no, that's the character in Family Guy.
Yeah, it was a flashback.
Yes. Yeah. Let's see. Did we have another one? I don't even remember. The brand.
Some people consider
Yeah,
the
some
brand
people
of
consider the
beer
brand
when
of
making the
beers.
purchase. You know what? That's very true.
Is it? Oh well,
Like,
it goes
especially
it go it
now.
goes back to the whole Bud Light thing. But
Yeah.
we'll stop talking about that. It's too political.
Yeah, way too political. And yeah, we don't want to go there now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But pretty much before, yeah, it was because if you recall, like same thing with us. What did we do? We went to go buy the Budweiser. Why?
Budweiser.
It was known as the king of beers. So we went straight for the brand. We didn't even think about like the quality. We just say, hey, it's the king of beers, let's get it. So we went straight for the brand.
Actually, you're kind of right because I went for Budweiser because Budweiser didn't have the word light in it.
Very true.
And
Very
because
true.
at the time I was like, I was just it's like we were saying, we were young, we were just buying just to drink.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
and Budweiser because it didn't have light, I'm like, well, it must be not
It must
light beer.
it
So
must be
yeah,
beer, not
yeah,
a light beer. Yeah,
exactly.
it's true because again, that's the main reason I went for it because everybody in my family would drink light beer.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, okay, well, I don't want the light beer. I want something supposedly better.
Yeah.
And of course, as I was young, we want something stronger.
Yeah.
So what do? We went straight for the Budweiser because that's the one we knew the most. That's the one that
Yeah.
was advertised the most.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Even till this day, like there's some people who prefer drinking the Budweiser Select because it's not the red one because the red one is stronger. That's what I hear people say.
Yes, the red one is way stronger. Yeah. In fact, the Select, I believe, came out because people were becoming more, I would say, like health or calorie conscious.
Health conscious.
Health conscious,
Yeah.
of course. And so what they did is they made less calories. And now, if you look at it, a lot of beers started following that same trend.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see some that say, 85 calories, 95 calories.
Yep.
And then Budweiser even came out with a Select 55 that only had 55 calories. And
That's true.
That was like a super, super light beer.
Yeah.
That one you could probably just keep chugging and not realize you're drinking.
Yeah. And I think that's when the whole giant what they call it, seltzer wave just happened.
A little bit after, yes.
Yeah, because like you said, like people started getting health conscious and they're like, what can we do? Boom, seltzers.
Exactly.
Galore from every direction, every
Everywhere.
brewery, dude.
You're not wrong. In fact, my brother says that when him and his friends hang out,
Mm-hmm.
they say that, we want to get wasted, but we don't want to drink too many calories, which is why they get most of the stuff that's like 95, 85 calories, etc. So I'm like, it is a health conscious thing. You know?
Yeah.
They want to have something to drink, but they don't want to overdo with the calories.
Yeah. But at the same time, if like you're with the mentality like, I'm health conscious, so I'm just gonna drink, let's say, this many of the zeros. It's like, are you really watching your calories?
At that point, probably not, but you're not probably taking as many calories either.
Well, yeah. But I guess that's.
But if you really want to go
whatever.
health conscious, my advice: water.
It keeps you hydrated. It doesn't make you feel funny.
No, that's true. That's very true.
I got nothing for the butt, actually.
Nah, it will make you go to the restroom too.
That's true. It'll detox you.
Yes,
It'll detox you.
So if they ever try to fool you into buying this for detox, all you got to do is just drink water.
Do it for real.
Yeah, just water and coffee.
Let's see. Overall beer market in 2023, the U.S. beer industry shipped approximately 192 million barrels, equating to over 6 billion gallons or 2.6 billion cases of beer. That is quantity.
That is hardcore. That is a lot of beer.
Speaking of quantity, then I'm going back to COVID days. When COVID hit, I don't know if we heard this, but the state that drank the most, just guess.
It was probably Texas.
It was Texas.
I knew it. I knew it.
Good old Texas.
Hey, you can't go wrong with Texas. You know what I mean? And I believe it. There's a lot of people here, but it's because during those days, I mean, you were kind of staying at home. I actually thought that liquor and beer sales were gonna go down. Apparently, they went even further up.
Dude, like you were stuck at home. Like, what the fuck are we gonna do?
You know what I did just for fun, man? I actually dismantled my whole room. I took everything out, wiped them from top to bottom, put everything back. I said, okay, that was a good 2 days well spent. I was like, what do I do now?
Oh, that's good.
That was 2 days well spent.
That's good.
One day taking everything out, and then part of the day cleaning, and then everything putting back in. I was like, all right, now what do I do?
Exactly,
The
dude.
room is
Like
clean though.
2020 was not a very fun year for me for specific reasons, but even then, I would had to, well, not had to, I snuck in a couple of drinks just to kind of like keep sane.
Yeah,
And that is exactly what every Texan was pretty much doing
yeah. No,
during
you're
the
absolutely
time.
right. Yeah, because
Do you want the
you know what? Yeah, you can pop out on from you're right about that because it was pretty difficult. For a lot of us that we're just kind of here, just at home. I actually was one of the few people that still went to work, believe it or not.
oh, where did you work at the time?
At that time, I was working at Discount Tire.
Oh, okay.
And we were considered to be an essential business. So I would go, and for the first time when I was there, we would always have so many people coming in. But for the first time, it was practically dead. We had nothing to do.
Mhm.
So my team and I would just start cleaning. At one point, I knew where every tire was at because I actually reorganized tires, did everything. I was like, all right, hey, that tire's over there, that
my
tire's over there.
And COVID was crazy, dude.
It was. It really was. Did you see some of the videos that people were making? So when people would come home, they would scrub people down and stuff. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, I saw this one particular one where like it was like somewhere like in Mexico, and you can tell it was Mexico. And this chick was coming in with grocery bags,
Yeah.
and like her mom and her like Theo or something
Somebody,
come out of the house, buckets of water and soap, and shower right there and then, like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, no, and even during that time, a lot of us wouldn't have guests in the house because technically we had to be very careful, right?
Yeah.
So in this one particular time, I believe we had a guest in the house. I had just come in from work because they told me go home early because again, there was really no work.
Yeah.
And as I get inside, I'm like, oh, hello. My mom's like, hey, you don't want to just take all that clothes off, put it in the washer, and just go in the shower? I was like, why? Like, what are you saying?
Like here?
Like right now? Like what for?
Like, I know you see me naked, but times are different.
Exactly. I was like, I'm just gonna go up to my room. Oh man, that was actually funny for me at that time.
Let's see. Craft beer sales. This gets interesting. Retail dollar sales of craft beer grew by 3% in 2023, reaching 28.9 billion. This accounts for 24.7% of the 117 billion US beer market, indicating a consumer willingness to invest in higher quality beers.
Okay.
I kind of believe that
brewers,
because
okay.
I mean,
yeah,
a bunch of craft beer breweries started popping up like freaking hotcakes over the past. I think it was after
right after
the whole
COVID, right?
Yeah, right after COVID actually.
Because even here in Laredo, we didn't have a brewery until I think right after COVID, wasn't it?
There we go. As it turns out, shout out to Laredo Brewery.
Yes.
Did not know this, but before I went in there the first time, apparently they told me they've been there for like 5 years.
Really?
That was my same reaction.
I didn't even know they were here for 5 years. So they were pre-COVID.
I guess.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know we had a brewery.
and now we got two.
Yeah, that's true. We do. I still got to take you to the second one, man. I recommend it.
This Friday, actually.
Let's do it.
We're going.
Let's do it.
Jose is coming.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Don't worry about it.
It's on.
We're going.
Heading to Saludos. But yeah, they started popping up like crazy. Like,
yeah. Even Houston started having a bunch of them. My cousin was telling
Houston's
me that
top dog, I think, when it comes to
a lot of them. In fact, a little bit before COVID, my cousin Cynthia took me to one. It had just opened like a year before.
Oh,
I was like, okay. And the beer was not bad. And they had a good strategy. They had a food truck right next to them.
Oh.
So imagine a beer with some tacos.
Yeah.
Man, you can't go wrong.
Yeah. You get the beer munchies and just walk right straight ahead. And there's no line you have to walk either. You just
right there. It's literally right there. You just go and you're like, oh, okay, let me get a quick taco. You know what? Make it 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was
Genius though. That's genius.
fun though. Yeah,
Super genius. Wait. I think it was this one that we just saw.
yeah,
So I'm gonna remove that. Then move on to the next one. Despite this is craft beer production. Despite a slight decline in volume sales, down 1% in 2023, craft brewers increased their share of the U.S. beer market by volume to 13.3%. This suggests that a stable demand for quality over sheer quantity. I mean, like we were saying,
yeah.
those fucking
The beers we were
craft
drinking.
breweries, including this one in particular,
Yeah,
which we need to get more info where this fucking beer came from.
yeah, definitely.
The beep beer.
Yeah, that one. It's gonna have to be beep beep.
Yeah,
exactly.
I can't actually say the name and in post censor it, but for the sake of making this go a lot more smoother, I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, no, we'll keep it a mystery. It'll
Yeah.
make the suspense a lot better.
Yeah,
Definitely will.
all you gotta know is that it's dark.
It is a dark beer. Yeah, and as I was telling my friend Raymond, it's the name that caught my attention. As soon as I saw it, I glanced at it like that. I
Yeah,
said, "Whoa,
the name's
interesting."
pretty fucking badass.
It's cool. Yeah. Yeah. So I hope you do more research on it, man.
For reals.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do a little bit after this.
Yeah, definitely. I'm down, man.
I'm actually, you know what comes out today?
A movie?
A show.
Oh my god. Hold on. I'm not sure which one.
Daredevil.
Dang, it comes back. I don't have Netflix no more, man.
Oh, it's Disney Plus.
Disney Plus. Okay, I gotta get
Yeah.
Disney Plus again.
We can watch it after. I think there's only 1 or 2 episodes.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I'm down. I'm getting his pizza.
Let's see.
Daredevil. I haven't seen that one in a while.
You saw the first one, right?
Yeah, I saw it a while back.
Nice.
The last show I just finished watching was Young Sheldon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's see. Number of breweries. The number of craft breweries in the U.S. has risen consistently over the past decade from 3,162 into 2013 to 9,906 in 2023. This growth reflects a consumer trend towards diverse and quality beer options. So far, quality is winning.
It is winning. 6,000 more breweries. That's a lot, man.
Now, I start off asking the question: what should the viewer prefer? Like, I'm not trying to like decide for them, but like we're trying to kind of like narrow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, what does it really rely on when it comes right down to it? I mean, we're talking like inflation that plays a huge part, huge part.
Yes,
and I mean that's probably number one, because I mean times are tough. Like I don't care who you are, times are tough, man.
No, yeah, they are. They really are. You're not
and like you're taking the quality, the quality, flavor, how it looks, the name.
Yes, the name is a big one too.
What should we narrow it down?
I would say that despite the price, I guess when it comes to something to drink, especially when it comes to an alcoholic beverage, some people don't actually think twice. Because something I have seen, even though it might cost them more, they will say, you know what, I'll still buy it anyway, because they want.
But as far as what again?
Quantity.
The
quantity, yeah. So the quality is what most people, in my opinion, will focus on.
Okay.
Because when the quality's good, I mean, doesn't matter what price you pay because you know it's good.
True.
And then I guess if we want to go something with quantity, excuse me, that's when you just know, okay, something easy, but something that everyone will enjoy. But
yeah, that sounds about right too. Yeah. I like how we kind of like, again, we think pretty the same when it comes to that. Because I guess as far as like, because I don't know if I'm responsible for quite possibly like opening up your horizons.
You might actually have been.
All right, cool.
Because in fact, I was not a big IPA drinker, believe it or not.
Okay.
But until you introduced me to a few, I said, okay, you know what? I've actually opened my horizons.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Haha.
Yeah, no, he's not wrong about that part.
So, because like we both know, or not know, but we both have actually, we're both experimental.
Yeah.
But then not a lot of people are like that.
Yeah, no, because I understand some people don't like to try anything new, which I understand.
Yeah.
But I've always said to myself, if you're going to, you can't judge something until you try it. It's not
Exactly.
until you try it that you say, okay, you know what, I liked it or no, I didn't like it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like there's one thing that like really like gets under my skin is when people say like, "Oh, I don't like that," and you're like,
Have you tried
"But
it?
have you tried it?" No,
No.
you're not allowed to say that.
Yeah. So how are you gonna say I don't like it if you haven't tried it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is like, no, you're not allowed. Shut your mouth. Just shut it.
Yes, shut the shut up. Te pego con el cinto.
It's,
That's
it's,
a
an,
good one.
it's an old Mexican ass whooping.
With the belt.
with
Yeah.
the belt.
That's where it originally started from. I mean, you know that Mexican moms will figure a way to discipline you, not hurt you, discipline. We
Yeah.
probably had it coming.
They wouldn't do it just cause like
Nah.
your stupid ass did something.
Yeah, you did something to deserve that hit. Yeah. Or as my mom once told me, is like, yeah, I already told you more than once. It's like,
Yeah.
oh crud, that's when I knew. Yep, it's on me.
Fuck me. Let's see. Okay, we already did this one. I think this is the last one here.
Alright.
Let's see. Per capita consumption. On average, Americans consume 28.2 gallons of beer per person annually, roughly equating to 1 6-pack per week. While mass-produced beers remain popular, the steady growth in craft beer sales indicates a significant portion of consumers prioritize quality. So far everything this is like
quality, right?
yeah, this is like a little bit of research from Google, a little bit of research from my AI team, as I call it, ChatGPT, and so on and so forth.
Nice.
And it's like apparently quality is a little bit higher.
Yeah, because if you give a good quality product, people will continuously buy it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if all you're focusing is, oh, I want to just sell as many, you probably won't succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So quality is a lot better, I would say, than quantity.
And also, if there weren't good quality beer and all we would ever have to drink is just the light domestic stuff, I think life would be a little boring.
I think it kind of would be, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you go to liquor, then that's a whole different story.
Oh, yeah, that's a totally different story.
That would be a good one.
Yes.
That would be a good one. But yeah, I would say if the beer has a good quality, good taste, good flavor, and like you said, the name, that's usually what attracts people. And some people wouldn't mind even paying a little extra for it, which is where I would say the quantity starts to come in, because then you can sell it in more quantity. But that's where sometimes even companies fail, because then they say, oh, well, now we can just sell more, but cheapen the stuff. And then it's like, it's not the same no more.
Exactly.
So as long as the manufacturer just keeps focusing on the quantity, the quality will come.
That's actually true. That's very true.
Excuse me. I think I said that backwards. If they focus on the quality, then the quantity will come. My bad. It's a Q in both of them.
Yeah. Too many Q's.
Yeah.
It's a very least used letter in the alphabet, I think.
I think so.
Right?
That and Z.
That's true,
Yeah.
Z. But I think that's all I got as far as the research that I've got. And as far as narrowing it down, according to the research, it's the quantity. I mean, quality. I did
See
I
what
did
I
it
mean?
too.
It's the Q,
It's
man.
the
It
Q.
just keeps kicking in. We somehow do we keep mixing up the Q.
So it's the quality, because it's just like how I always say, and since the beginning of the channel, it's like just open up coming with an open mind.
Yeah, you have to come with an open mind. You have
Yeah.
to open up your horizon.
Yeah.
Because if you come in with a closed mind immediately, it's not gonna favor you. You have to be
Nah.
open to it.
Nah, because you come in with open mind. Not only will you be trying new stuff, and I've also said this over the years. It's and people consider it to be like a little like not bad, but because when I started my drinking journey, you're like, not only did I try new beers, but I also met the coolest people. I've had the coolest conversations.
Yeah.
And if you come in like not wanting to, try something new, I think you might miss out on that.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, because Yeah, if you don't have an open mind, you're never gonna be able to experience something new. You're never gonna be able to try anything new. Like I said, if when you introduced me to the IPAs, I was kind of like, not really. But then I started trying them out and say, hey, okay, I've been missing out, all because I kind of had a closed mind on those.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, but now I've expanded my horizon to those.
exactly.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Nice. So I think that's pretty much. I think that's a good way to end this. Actually,
Yeah, I agree.
freaking get in there, try new stuff, whether it's in quality or quantity. I can't really tell you what to
Yeah,
choose.
it's up to you.
It's up to you. And like we said, it's you're probably gonna end up buying the good quality stuff
Which we recommend.
because of the name. Because that's how that's how they got this dude.
Yeah, that's how I was able to find that beer. All I was shopping around. I was like, I like that name. And what did I say? The first thing I did was like, I'm sending this to Raymond
Mhm.
right away.
Exactly.
I didn't hesitate.
So to kind of narrow it down, just be open minded. Just be open minded. And if you're low on cash, no one's gonna judge if you're gonna buy like the Lone Star, as we were
Lone
saying,
Star
or
beer. But you can't even go wrong with that beer. Even I won't deny you can't go wrong with that one.
no.
That one, even for its price, it's a really good beer.
Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
I can agree.
Yeah, so
That's not bad.
if you're native to Texas, Lone Star is good.
But yeah, I think that's the best way to kind of like go about this. Like,
Yeah.
we can't tell you what to do. We can't tell you what to choose. It's just a matter of just really whatever catches your eye.
Yeah, that's true. But one thing we both will agree on is just make sure you drink responsibly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, drink responsibly.
Booze and Chill does not condone the abuse of alcohol or
That's
Lone
right.
Star.
Now I'm craving a Lone Star beer.
Oh,
That's awesome.
so funny. Well, I think that's it for that, guys. Hopefully, we might have like solved a little issue that beer drinkers have.
A big question as well, yeah.
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 But yeah, if you enjoyed this video podcast, and if you got any value at all
Yeah.
whatsoever from this, hit the like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. If you're into Lone Stars, I'm kidding. You don't have to drink Lone Stars.
You
can
drink a beer you like.
you can drink whatever you want, and the bell notification will not debate. I was gonna say debate. What? No, judge you.
No judgment
No
here.
judgment here.
And also, please join Patreon for everything else. You will actually get first looks and behind the scenes on everything that my buddy Raymond here does.
He would know.
Yes, I do. I definitely do.
Special announcements behind the scenes, making of, and I was gonna say experimental, not experimental, exclusive content.
Maybe
Stuff that
some
you're not gonna see here.
experimental stuff.
Maybe. Actually, there's one idea that
There
might
was?
be coming up.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll show it to you right now.
Yeah, you got it.
And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. And remember, if you keep watching, we're gonna keep drinking.
Cheers.